So welcome everyone to our second and hopefully last virtual Student Academic and Engagement Awards ceremony. I'm Kim Blosser, President of Lord Fairfax, and it is so great to have you with us this evening. Let me first start off by congratulating all of our students being honored this evening. These are outstanding academic and student engagement achievements, and you should be very, very proud of your accomplishments. But I know for myself, I didn't earn any degree or recognition all by myself. I had help and support along the way. And so I want to say thank you to the family and the friends who are also joining us for your role in supporting these outstanding students. None of us get where we are by ourselves. This has been quite a year for all of you all, and I think each day about the disruptions that you've had in your lives and how you've had challenges that no other group of college students have had before. But despite those challenges, this week is a week of celebration, and our entire college looks forward to this week in May to celebrate your success. And we get the honor of watching students walk across the stage at commencement and seeing all these wonderful awards given out to our outstanding students. I want to thank the faculty and staff and administrative faculty who are part of this program tonight, and all of those who have been part of your educational journey. So to kick off tonight's program, we are joined by one of our outstanding class of 2021 graduates, Morgan McKinney. Morgan is graduating with her Associate of Arts and Science degree in General Studies, as well as a certificate in General Education. And so welcome, Morgan.
Fairfax Community College. This is a very special week for me, as I will not only be awarded my associate's degree, but I will also graduate from high school. During this evening's academic awards ceremony, we will celebrate our hard work and academic achievements. Most of us started at LFCC before the pandemic, and we certainly had no idea our lives, learning environment, and educational journey would be forever changed. I remember nervously walking into my first class, a ballroom dancing class, when I was 14 years old, wondering if I would fit in or if everyone would notice that I was so young. The class was delightful and inspired me to take a few more ballroom dancing classes. I learned that the focus was not on the age of the student, but on learning. I found that my classmates were often in their teens or early 20s, but that I also had classmates that were closer to the age of my parents, or even my grandparents. It was far beyond any experience that I would have had in a traditional high school class. But in this case, it takes a village or a community of diverse learners to add to my educational experience. The smallness of the campus allowed me to develop relationships not only with peers of my generation and older generations, but with professors, advisors, and administrators. The beginning and ending writing assignment in a world history class that I took really made me think about who I was in the context of history and my ancestors. It is because of this that I realized that the journey I'm on today started long before my first ballroom dancing class. It actually started long before I was even born. My journey was set in motion by those who came before me, just like how your journey was set in motion by those who came before you. Our ancestors' collective experiences and stories come together to remind us of three things: the importance of finding joy, perseverance, and the building of hope for the future. After talking with my family about my heroine, packed her small bag of belongings and boarded a ship sailing away from Sicily, away from hunger and poverty, to the hope that was America. Her most treasured possession being a green glass bottle that would hold, it represented the difference between life and death. Our ancestors experienced things that we can only imagine. These people suffered, they worked hard, they had families, and they also had joy and hope. They persevered. It is their collective experience and stories that allows us to move forward on our adventures. It is this diversity that makes our community of learning so rich. Like our ancestors, we have also struggled, worked hard, and looked for joy and hope. This past year is an excellent example. The pandemic changed everything. It created many hardships. I do not think there is anyone in the world who has not been impacted in some way by this pandemic. Each of us here has learned to adapt to a different learning environment. We were shuffled out of the physical classroom into a virtual classroom. The learning became isolated instead of connected. The last 2 years has certainly influenced our perseverance. Things will not likely ever be the way that they were, but we haven't given up. We've continued to walk forward even though the journey has been very hard. And here we are today, not likely as we had envisioned it, but we've still been able to find a way to celebrate this milestone safely together. The things that we have experienced before and during this pandemic will not only add to our sense of accomplishment, but will shape our hope for the future.
So each year at this event, we pay special tribute to our graduating students. And so to our 2021 graduates, while much of your last year has been virtual and you've not experienced some of the wonderful in-person celebrations we would like you to have, please know your diploma and these awards and recognitions tonight are a celebration of your hard work and the many sacrifices you've made for your education. And we are very, very proud of you. For those who are participating in our drive-through diploma walk, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at our Fauquier campus, or if you happen to be walking on Friday at our Middletown campus. And remember, we are having our virtual commencement ceremony this Saturday, the 15th at 1 p.m. And we hope that all of you can watch the celebration of our graduates with your family. So a big congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thanks, Dr. Blosser. I'm Caroline Wood. This year, we are recognizing almost 100 individuals on the President's List. President's List recognition is given to students who achieve a grade point average of 3.8 or above in any academic semester with 12 or more credits completed. That's 100 individuals. Congratulations to those on the President's List. This year, we are also recognizing over 110 individuals on the Dean's List. The Dean's List recognition is given to students who achieve a GPA of 3.2 or above in any academic semester with 12 or more credits completed. Congratulations to those on the Dean's List.
Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society is the official honor society for students in two-year colleges. For more than 100 years, Phi Theta Kappa has worked to uphold high academic standards and recognize student achievement. To be invited into membership, a student must have a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5. Students who have been inducted into Alpha Psi Iota chapter of Phi Theta Kappa are listed on your program. Congratulations to all of you. Phi Theta Kappa not only recognizes academic excellence, but also provides opportunities for students to become involved on their campuses and in their communities, and allows students the chance to gain leadership experience. The Alpha Psi Iota chapter of Phi Theta Kappa at the Fauquier campus elects student officers each year. These students participate in numerous scholarship, leadership, and service activities. Even this year, as we had to meet virtually, our officer team did an amazing job. I and my co-advisor, Chris Lambert, feel very fortunate to have worked with such a dedicated group of students this year. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Chris for his amazing leadership and creativity working in a virtual world. Much of the chapter's success this year is because of his hard work. Now, we would like to recognize our outstanding officer team. Co-presidents Morgan McKinney and Elliot Pauling. Vice President and Marketing Officer Javier Medina Jr. and our chapter secretary, Emily Daniels. And this year, we were privileged to be elected as the regional president of the Virginia-West Virginia region, and Morgan McKinney held the position of regional president. So a very sincere thanks to all of you for a job well done.
All right, I would like to take this chance to also recognize some of our achievements that the chapter made at a regional level. This year we were awarded 7 awards. The students earned 5 of these. Those were the Distinguished Chapter in 3rd place, Continued Excellence Chapter for maintaining a 5-star chapter award for 2 years in a row this year. Distinguished Chapter Officer Team, 2nd place in the entire West Virginia region. Distinguished Chapter Project, 1st place in the region. And Distinguished Honors in Action Theme Award for the theme of Natural and Constructed Environments, 3rd place. Congratulations, they worked really hard, even though everything was virtual and it's crazy and all this stuff. So they did amazing, and we were represented both at our regional conference and at the big Phi Theta Kappa Catalyst conference this year. Congratulations, guys.
Hello, I am Dr. Jose Nieves at the Fauquier Campus, and it is my honor to recognize the students, the first students in Lower Fairfax Community College, to have the honor of joining Epsilon Pi Tau. Epsilon Pi Tau is the leading international honor society for technology. LFCC's chapter is Delta Phi. Epsilon Pi Tau recognizes academic excellence of students in the fields devoted to the study of technology and the preparation of practitioners for the technology positions. For students, a minimum GPA of 3.5 in technology courses is required to be inducted in the society. Eligible members were inducted on April 29th in an international ceremony. At LFCC, Dr. Melissa Stang serves as a trustee located at the Middletown campus, and I, Dr. Jose Nieves, serve as co-trustee located at the Fauquier campus. This year, the following students were inducted into the society. They were Alex Granch, Jamieson Longfellow, Clay Suggs, and Lonigan Martin. Let's congratulate these students for this outstanding achievement.
Hi. Sigma Kappa Delta is the National English Honor Society for 2-year institutions. Known as SKD, the organization is similar to PTK in that it recognizes academic merit. But for SKD, that academic merit is more narrowly focused to English. In previous years, SKD students have done everything from attend the Virginia Festival of the Book to participate in the national writing event NaNoWriMo. This year's SKD inductees include Faith Bartell, Anju Ayin, Janine Poss, and Isabel Renitz. I look forward to working with all of these students next year. Thank you. Four years ago, LFCC began sponsoring a college literary magazine. Named after the voice of our lion mascot, Growl, is run by students in Fauquier's creative writing courses. In the spring, those students put out a call for the LFCC community's best poetry and prose. This year, the theme was, appropriately enough, home. I was once again so very impressed by the quality of the submissions. I'm also grateful to the creative writing students who served on the Growl editorial board this year. Their names are all on your program. In particular, I want to thank our student editors, Lindsay Fleckinger and Cheryl Treadway, who did so much work on the publication. This year's Growl will be available online and via hard copy in a couple of weeks. Once again, thanks to everyone who made this project possible.
Good evening. My name is Stacy Ellis, and on behalf of the QEP leadership team, I'll be presenting on the Student Research Symposium this evening. On April 23rd, LFCC hosted our 14th annual Student Research Symposium, which showcased student projects in each school of the college. Our symposium is modeled after professional meeting sessions in which participants can share their work with colleagues. The symposium is part of our college's focus on improving the ability of our students to find and analyze information critically, information literacy. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, the symposium took place online again this year. Students had a choice of 3 format options to use when submitting their projects: a poster, a slide presentation, or a persuasive speech. Students then submitted recordings of themselves presenting their projects, and each project was then judged by 3 faculty judges using a cross-disciplinary information literacy rubric. A wide range of projects were submitted, covering topics from chemical synthesis to ethics. This year, we had 7 students who were chosen by judges to receive an award based on their outstanding projects. Along with a certificate, the students will receive a modest monetary award, and you should be receiving those in the mail soon. Before we announce the awards, we definitely want to make sure we thank all of the sponsoring professors, judges, ITO staff who volunteered their time to make this event happen. So looking at our awards, we have our STEM awards. In first place, we have Haley Lude with Bufflegrass and its impact on native species. In second place, we had Joaquim Tassanakis with conical and unconical amino acid synthesis using common laboratory reagents. For our Humanities and Social Science awards, we had first place, Lindsay Fleckinger with the Wendigo. In second place, Rebecca Alexander with the title of Ethics of Advertising and Cigarettes. For our Persuasive Speech Awards, we had first place, Virginia Waddell with Financial Freedom, and second place, Vincent Parente, Trained to Protect, the Police Response to Mental Illness. And lastly, this year, we had an overall VP of Excellence category, and Audrey Kerr won for her speech entitled Meditation as a Remedy. So again, thank you to all students who participated, showed their research and information literacy skills. Congratulations.
The All-USA Community College academic team recognizes exceptional students at the nation's community colleges. Judges consider grades, academic rigor, personal growth, and how well the students use their education to benefit their schools and their communities. The program is administered by Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society. Students on the All Virginia team were honored this spring in a virtual ceremony hosted by the Chancellor of the Virginia Community College System. This year, we are pleased to recognize 2 students from the Fauquier campus as members of the All Virginia team. First, Abigail Bruce. Abigail is a business administration major who is also obtaining a legal administration certificate from Lord Fairfax. After graduation, she plans to attend George Mason University to complete her bachelor's degree in business administration. Abigail then plans to attend law school. Our second student is Amber Armstrong. Amber is a general studies major who after graduation will transfer to complete her bachelor's degree. At present, she is still considering several four-year institutions before making her final choice. Congratulations to both Abigail Bruce and Amber Armstrong, members of the All Virginia 2021 academic team.
Our Outstanding Achievement Awards honor those Fauquier Campus students who excelled academically this year. Faculty in each of our programs are asked to select one student who has gone above and beyond and made outstanding contributions in the classroom that made an impact on the learning environment, both for the students and for their instructors. And so to begin these awards, I'm going to turn it over to Ed and Laurie Holsington, who will award the Alphonse Award for Outstanding Achievement in Administration of Justice.
Hi there, greetings everybody. This is Laurie Hoisington. The Outstanding Achievement in Administration of Justice Award was renamed the Alphonse Award this year in honor and memory of Laurie Susan Alphonse, former professor, program lead, and developer of the Administration of Justice program at LFCC. In September 2020, Laurie sadly passed away after fighting a very private battle with cancer. She was highly respected and dedicated member of the LFCC family and is greatly missed. The award this year goes to Antonio Munguia, one of our former Administration of Justice students. Ed?
This is Ed Hoisington. Laurie and I had the pleasure of interacting with Antonia in the Administration of Justice courses. She is an A student with a vision to pursue an undergraduate degree through George Mason University, with plans to become a victim child advocate and work with high-risk youth. It's ironic that she was born in Chicago, which is the birthplace of our nation's first juvenile court, created in the late 19th century by a group of progressive era women. A church volunteer in her community, she serves as an assistant teacher for catechism classes. She has the support of her family and her faithful companion, Ali, a pit bull terrier. We wish her the best of luck in her academic quest and hope she will return to LFCC to share her experiences with other students. Thank you.
I'm Professor Marion Mercer. It's my distinct pleasure to be here this evening and recognize Julia Walters for outstanding achievement in art. Fellow Professor Wayne Page and I both concurred that through Julia's overall academic excellence and strong work in fine arts studio classes, she is most deserving of this award. Throughout her time at Lord Fairfax, Julia consistently demonstrated her artistic skills and creativity by producing imaginative and well-crafted works of art. Julia enrolled in 3 art classes and was able to fine-tune her skills. When the time came to apply to study art at the next level, she was prepared to go forward. The hard work paid off. Julia was recently accepted to the art program at George Mason University, where she will study graphic design and photography. Julia has the enthusiastic recommendation of her LFCC instructors and will certainly be an asset to the art program at George Mason University. We congratulate her and are looking forward to hearing about her future achievements. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Virginia Ray, and I am the full-time professor of business administration and management at the Fauquier campus. This year's Outstanding Student Achievement Award in Business goes to Mr. Charles Akers. Although Charles could not attend this evening's celebration due to work obligations, he wanted me to share his excitement and gratitude for being accepted. A Phi Theta Kappa member, Charles will graduate with a 3.86 GPA in business administration. He will then be attending Liberty University in the fall to earn his bachelor's degree in business and administration. And from there, he hopes to move his career to the federal level. As a first responder, Charles was grateful to complete an online program, and I quote, "I was able to work on my own schedule, yet still receive a quality education and utilize the Guaranteed Offer program to further my education." Congratulations, Charles, from all of us here at Lord Fairfax Community College. We wish you the very best.
Hello, and congratulations to everyone being recognized. I'm Melissa Stang, Program Lead for Computer Science. This year's Outstanding Achievement in Computer Science goes to a student who has been described by one of his professors as having a great enjoyment of computer programming and is always looking for more challenges in the area. He gobbles up assignments and is naturally talented in all areas of computer science. Not only is this student graduating with a career study certificate in computer science, but he will also be graduating high school and is a scholar at Mountain Vista Governor School. It is my honor to recognize Alex Petty. Alex selected computer science because he enjoys problem solving, and computer science allows him to think critically and challenges him to find creative solutions. His two main extracurricular activities include scholastic bowl and golf. He would like to see more high school students taking dual enrollment courses so they can take more specialized courses of interest at the four-year institutions. Alec has been accepted by Virginia Tech School of Engineering to earn his bachelor's in computer science. Best of luck at VT, and congratulations again, Alec, for your achievement of computer science at Lord Fairfax.
Hello, I'm Lori Killow. I am the program lead for education programs at Lord Fairfax Community College. This year's award for outstanding achievement in education goes to Ashley Hewitt, who is earning her associate's degree of applied science in early childhood development. The decision on this award was determined by the joint efforts of all the early childhood development and education faculty at LFCC, and it is the result of consideration of a number of outstanding students. Choosing just one was difficult. The criteria for this award includes high grades, of course, but it goes beyond that. We also consider the positive characteristics we hope to see in professional educators. Traits like being approachable and patient, friendly and helpful, caring, fair, organized, and energetic, just to name a few. Several faculty said that you consistently put in the effort and always turned in quality work, but your work is not done. We know more about brain development in the first 5 years of life than we ever have. We know that what we adults call play is really the work of children, and that play builds creativity, problem solving, and communication skills, skills that are directly linked to children's social competence and future academic success. And we know that when early childhood professionals like Ashley meet children's emotional and social needs, as well as their mastery of literacy and cognitive skills, they have a maximum impact on the development of sturdy brain architecture and preparation for success in school. So Ashley, your work is not done. The future of countless children is in your hands, but today, take a moment to bask in your success. Everyone wants success, but success only follows those who want it enough to make the effort and go the distance to get it. This award brings you our warmest congratulations. It's an honor to be selected by the faculty for this award. It speaks highly of how well you and your work are perceived. Best of luck to you in your future, and congratulations.
Good evening, folks. My name is Bill Lewis. I am the program lead for engineering transfer at Lord Fairfax Community College, and it's my pleasure to give the outstanding achievement in engineering. Engineering is an intense program at Lord Fairfax that leads to a guaranteed transfer agreement to Virginia Tech. The students who complete this program have to get a 3.2 average to meet the requirements, and that's not an easy task. These students are taking 5 to 6 courses in calculus level mathematics, 2 courses in physics, at least 1 course in chemistry, and possibly up to 7 courses in engineering, half of which are calculus based. This student who's getting the award tonight has done outstanding in every single one of those classes. I consider him to be a quintessential excellent engineering student and was a joy to have in class. A lot of engineering students struggle with non-technical courses, courses in English, courses in humanities, for example. This student has also excelled in those courses through hard work and diligence, and has achieved a 4.0 average in his program at Lord Fairfax. So it is great pleasure for me to announce that the Outstanding Achievement in Engineering is to Charles Monsell. And Charles, I would like to wish you the best of luck in the future, and I'd love to hear about your future successes, which I suspect are going to be many. So congratulations, Charles.
Hi. The recipient of this year's Outstanding Achievement in English Award is a remarkable person. She has a 4.0 GPA. She participated in this year's QEP Student Research Symposium and won recognition for her work on the Wendigos. She has served as an editor for Growl and churns out amazing and often terrifying short stories. Something of a bookworm, the student works at the Samuel's Public Library, and on the side, just when she has time, she markets her own line of jewelry through Etsy. In short, this student's quiet energy and talent are inspirational. It has been my pleasure to get to know her better this year. And thus, the recipient of this year's Outstanding Achievement in English Award goes to Lindsay Fleckinger. Congratulations, Lindsay.
This year's Outstanding Graduate in History is a young woman I've had the pleasure of working with in several courses pre-COVID and have seen firsthand her enthusiasm for history, well, her enthusiasm for education in general. Her work ethic and her numerous contributions to the classroom environment made teaching her an absolute joy. I'm pleased to present Lauren Phillips this year's Outstanding History Graduate Award. Lauren graduates from LFCC with a 3.8 GPA, but a 4.0 GPA in her history courses. Lauren has taken both World Civilizations 1 and 2, as well as United States history. Additionally, she's taken courses in art history, Western culture, and world geography, all of which have strong history components. Lauren was an active participant in class, asking interesting questions and consistently exceeding the requirements for both papers and assignments. She is one of those students every professor wants to have in class. Lauren, congratulations and best wishes to you as you graduate. This year's Outstanding Graduate in Humanities graduated in December, so I hope he was able to make it this evening. Nicholas Crouchorn graduated with a degree of Arts and Sciences and General Studies, earning a 3.8 GPA. In his humanities courses, he received a perfect 4.0 GPA. I've known Nicholas mainly as an online student in several courses, and his work is strong, analytical, and thought-provoking. He writes intriguing discussion board posts and replies thoughtfully to his peers. Nicholas received an A+ in the 2 courses that I taught him, Survey of American Culture and Native American Cultures. And his final project for the American Culture course was the best project I received that entire year. So Nicholas is well deserving of this award. Congratulations, Nicholas. We wish you all the best as you continue your education.
Hi, I am Dr. Amanda Brooks. I am the program lead for the nursing program at the Fauquier campus, and I am with Professor Stacy Clifford tonight. We are awarding the Outstanding Achievement in Nursing Award to one of 3 nursing students who is graduating with a 4.0 in nursing courses. I'm going to let Stacy tell you more about it.
Okay. So this year's recipient is Benjamin Tyler Willis. I've had the privilege of teaching Tyler over the last 4 semesters in the nursing program. Tyler is hardworking and fiercely dedicated. I knew he was going to be special right from the start, semester 1, when I realized he was able to recite back almost any page in any of our 8 textbooks. If there was ever any question in class about what the book said exactly, we would all look at Tyler and he would say, well, on page 252, it states blah, blah, blah. And I knew I better up my game moving forward. So over the past 4 semesters, Tyler's maintained a 4.0, no matter what has been handed to him, unexpectedly or intentionally. First, we abruptly went virtual during a national pandemic mid-semester. Tyler, no problem. Through it all, he served as a dynamic role model for all of his classmates, helping them adjust to the change in forming study groups to support them through the craziness. Then he fell sick at the end of that semester and missed about 3 weeks of school. And amazingly enough, he was able to make up 4 assignments, a group project, and a total of 4 exams in a mere 5 days. Again, Tyler, easy. Summer rolls around, and in between making up clinical hours virtually and working with the Department of Health doing COVID contact tracing, all of which are for nursing school, Tyler decides in all of his free time, he's going to sign up for an EMT class and get his national certification. And of course he does, and he gets a job with the Little Fork Fire and Rescue. Tyler didn't stop there. This past semester, he applied to UVA, hoping to further his nursing education and obtain his BSN starting in the fall. But he found out mid-semester that a few of his classes weren't transferable, and he had to cram in 2 or 3 6-week courses on top of completing his 4th and final semester here at LFCC, all the while maintaining a 4.0. Tyler aspires to become a critical care nurse where he can put his critical thinking skills and compassion to work, caring for our most complex and vulnerable patient populations. Tyler, we wish you the best of luck and expect to hear about all of your amazing adventures as a nurse. Remember us when you're running your own hospital.
I would like to congratulate Shannon Weisbrod for being selected as the winner of the Outstanding Achievement Award in Science. Shannon was a student in my anatomy and physiology class a few years back, and she managed to make a class that many consider hard. Well, she made it seem easy, acing almost everything that she did. More impressively, however, was how she managed to excel in the nursing program and keep a 4.0, all while taking on extra voluntary work and becoming certified in phlebotomy. She also received, I believe, 2 associate degrees in science. I used to tell my students that I really wanted them to work hard and actually learn the material, because if I ever looked up and saw one of them as my nurse or my family's nurse, then I would want to be confident and not scared. Well, Shannon can be my nurse or my family's nurse anytime, because I know how good she is, how smart she is, how she always gives her all, and most importantly, because she is such a good, caring person. I'm honored to know her and have been part of her path to such a success, and she is very deserving of this award. Congratulations, Shannon. Keep it up.
All right, so now we move into our student engagement section. We already honored our Honor Society officers and members, and now we're going to honor our clubs and organizations. We're going to kick it off with our student ambassadors. So the student ambassadors serve as our campus everything. They're our go-to for help when we need help in student services. I know I rely on them immensely to help with events. This past year, however, their roles have been extremely different. They've helped with online virtual new student orientations. They've helped me run a few of my virtual events. And then they have also met with potential students on, via Zoom, because that's what we do now. It's been truly a pleasure to work with all of them. So this year was, like I was saying, has been extremely different. I actually brought back a lot of our alumni ambassadors because they were all sitting at home as well. So they helped with a lot of events, and I'm going to honor both our alumni and our current students tonight. We're going to start with our alum, Garrett Bosk. A lot of staff members are going to remember these faces. Zoe Fry, Kelsey Kissel, Danny Mahalik Jr., Trevor Waite. In addition to these alumni, we've also had some current students who have hung in there even against all odds. Jessica Bagby, Emily Daniels, Kimberlyn Ebert, Javier Medina Jr., Elliot Pauling, Wanye Solomon, and Elizabeth Thompson. They've done an amazing job. Very few of them are coming back in the fall, which I'm really sad about, but that gives us an opportunity to recruit some new students. Those that are returning, I'm looking forward to another awesome year. At this time, I'd also like to award our A+ Student Ambassador. So every year we pick, I pick one ambassador that I think has stood out among the rest. This year was a little different because this student had already previously graduated, but she just does not want to let go of LFCC. She participates in almost every event still, even though she is a student at ODU. Zoe Fry is our A+ student ambassador. She's an outstanding leader. She continues to help promote our programs, all while taking a full course load at ODU. She's helped corral the student ambassadors together. She helped last summer and early in the fall, and she has also helped me with our blood drives that, awesomely enough, we were able to hold in person this semester. It's been a privilege to work with her and see her continue to grow as a leader and do her thing at ODU. It's amazing that she's doing all this and still keeping me in line. She's always willing and eager to step in and take the lead or follow when needed. It's her knack for detail and perseverance and her ability to keep our group in line that has made her our A+ ambassadors this year. Congratulations, Zoe, for everything, and please don't go anywhere. All right, this is the last thing I'm going to say this evening, and then you'll be done with me. So this year, I also got to work with our Student Government Association. Sarah Pangel, the Student Leadership and Engagement Specialist at our Middletown campus, and I combined our campuses together to form a Student Government Association. It was all virtual, so it was really easy to do. We had students from both Fauquier and Middletown, and we're looking for some Luray Page individuals to join us next year. We all worked together to offer some really amazing virtual events. They partnered with Student Life in the fall to offer our in-person Middletown campus picnic. That was right before we had to go back to total virtual Student Life, so it was awesome that we got to do that one thing together. They also hosted this really fun and stress-relieving event. It was a virtual diamond beading art. I've got mine right here in my office. I'm still working on it. It's amazing stress relief. If anybody needs one, I have some in the office. Staff, yes, come down, come get some. So our three awesome officers: Valerie Cameron, President; Martha Patricio Cassiano, Vice President; and Lucy Barahona, Senator. And little known fact, both Martha and Lucy are returning in the fall. Martha was elected as our Vice President for 2021 and 2022, and Lucy will be serving as our Public Relations Officer. Congratulations, guys.
It's my pleasure and privilege to present the 2021 Lord Fairfax Fauquier Campus Outstanding Leadership Award to Morgan McKinney. As you can probably already tell from tonight's program, Morgan is an amazing young woman. She began attending Lord Fairfax as a high school freshman. Over the past 4 years, Morgan has left her mark on the college in numerous ways. She successfully juggled being a dual enrolled student, an officer in the Alpha Psi chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, and this year, regional president. From the time Morgan began taking classes at LFCC, she looked for ways to become involved on campus. Morgan was inducted into Phi Theta Kappa in the fall of 2018 and jumped in with both feet, being chosen the most outstanding chapter member that very year. The following year, she was elected leadership chairperson, and this year was elected chapter co-president. I don't think there has been one chapter event over the past 3 years in which Morgan hasn't played a crucial role in that event's success. Morgan's leadership skills were obviously apparent to students throughout the Virginia-West Virginia region, as last spring she was elected to the highest office in the region, that of regional president. Morgan is a can-do leader who motivates others to work with her. She's a team player who pitches in to help wherever she is needed, from serving chili at a fundraiser, to taking gifts to children at the family shelter, to leading hundreds of people in a regional meeting. If I listed all of the projects that Morgan has chaired over the past 3 years, we would be here all evening. I can't think of a more deserving recipient of the Outstanding Leadership Award than Morgan McKinney. I know she will continue to be a campus leader when she transfers to George Mason University in the fall. We will surely miss her, but wish her all the best. Congratulations, Morgan.
Hi, so I'm presenting the Journey to Self-Discovery Award. This award is presented to a student who has changed significantly during their time at LFCC. So I want to tell you about our recipient tonight. She was she had very little self-confidence when she started nursing school. She required a lot of encouragement, a lot of hand-holding, a lot of tissues during her first 2 semesters of nursing school. Second semester, she started to gain some confidence. And then third semester, I had her in 2 classes and in simulation and lab. And there was a simulation that required performance of some pretty complicated nursing skills by the students. And she came to the simulation and was nervous and tried to perform the skill, and she made a mistake. Every time there was a mistake, she was more and more flustered, to the point where she wasn't able to get past the fact that she was so anxious and frustrated. And I said, you know, you need to stop. You need to go home, collect yourself, practice, come back another day. And her response was, no, I don't want to. I want to keep going. So I sent her home because she really needed to collect herself. About a week later, well, actually, let me back up. So that afternoon, I get an email that says, it really wasn't very supportive of her in lab. And I really wasn't I was supposed to nurture her and encourage her, and I really didn't do that. I was mean. So, okay, everybody's entitled to their opinion. A week later, she comes back. She performs the skills. She walks in the lab, flawless performance of these skills. Perfect. Later that afternoon, I get an email. And she says, thanks. I needed some Dr. Brooks' tough love. That's what I needed. And since then, everything she does, she excels at. Sorry, every time I practice the speech, I get a little choked up. So at the end of the semester, which we're just now, all of our nursing students had to do an evidence-based practice project, identifying a problem in the hospital and looking at literature to support what the hospital policies were and make recommendations. It's pretty intimidating, especially when they found out that they needed to present their projects not only to Professor Clifford and I, but to the entire management team, the nursing management team at the hospital. So imagine going in to present a project as a nursing student to someone who might be hiring you in a few weeks. Terrifying. The night before the presentation, I get an email. Some stressful and emotional events had happened in the student's personal life over the week leading up to her presentation. She was very upset. She didn't think she could pull herself together and wanted to know if she really had to do the presentation. Yes, you really have to do the presentation. I said, I believe in you. Believe in yourself. You're gonna do great. She walked in the door to do her presentation. You could tell she was nervous. As soon as she started, she stood up taller. She sounded more confident. She took control of the room. The CNO of the hospital took notes. It's pretty impressive. Sorry, it gets better or worse, I guess, depending. So in the last few weeks of nursing school, all of our students complete a preceptorship. They give us a couple ideas of units that they'd like to work on. And we look for volunteers, nurses who volunteer to work one-on-one with students for 120 hours over the course of 4 weeks. So our student worked on the med-surg floor at the hospital. And I'd heard from various nurses that she was doing a great job. And then I get an email. The email was from a nurse who works on the floor where the student was doing her preceptorship. Happened to come from a former LFCC grad. And this is her message. She gave me permission to share. I just wanted to compliment one of your students. Last night, Lauren was precepting on my floor. My patient crashed. Sorry. My patient crashed and was unexpectedly dying. Family canceled the code over the phone. So for those of you who don't know, code is, the life-saving measures, CPR, intubation, medications to try to keep the patient alive. The family canceled the code over the phone because, of course, COVID and you can't be there. After everyone else ran out of the room, Lauren stayed in with me and comforted the patient as she took her last few breaths. Lauren stroked her hair and held her hand. She was respectful and kind. Just thought she deserved a compliment. So Lauren, shame on you for making me cry. You've worked so hard through nursing school. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Brooks. That was touching. I don't think mine has the same level of emotion, although I'm really excited to present this award. I'm elated to recognize Madeline Zaleski and her accomplishments at LFCC for the LFCC STEM Achievement Award. Madeline started coursework at LFCC in the summer of 2018 as a dual enrolled student. Throughout her 3 years of coursework, Madeline consistently challenged herself with an incredibly rigorous, full-time schedule in math, science, and engineering. In addition to celebrating her high school graduation this month, she also celebrates completion of almost 77 college credits with LFCC. When I first met with Madeline to discuss her coursework, I was immediately impressed by her self-advocacy, her confidence, and her humble spirit. She always had her short and long-term coursework thought out and asked really thoughtful questions about how to prepare for her eventual transfer to a four-year institution. Madeline was also extremely involved with a local robotics team during her high school years. The team advisor, Mr. Chuck Freer, also an academic advisor here at LFCC, added his accolades for Madeline this evening. Maddie showed an outstanding ability to spearhead Team 1731 robotics through local and international competition. She operated as the CEO of the team, organized marketing, and competition logistics. Maddie always took the time to be conscientious and a continued source of inspiration to new teammates while continuing to grow in her own abilities. Madeline, I wish you the very best as you continue your education at George Mason University. It has been a true pleasure to work with you during your semesters here at LFCC. Your contributions to your community and professional industry will be significant. We are grateful that you started your journey at LFCC. Best to you.
Hi, my name is Julie Fater, and I'm the success coach at the Fauquier campus of Lord Fairfax Community College. I'm honored to be able to present this year's Pay It Forward Award to Tiffany Tibbs Morris, one of the hardest working and most passionate people I know. Tiffany experienced a great deal of struggle during her first semester of college. In fact, she was ready to drop out when I first met her. We worked together throughout that semester, and she was able to successfully complete her courses and continue to move forward with her education. As a way to show her gratitude for the assistance she received, she started a community group on Facebook called Free for Fauquier. It's a helping hand that connects people in need with those who can help them, mainly through rehoming items that would otherwise be thrown away, but also by providing others with support and someone to talk to when they're going through a rough time. The Facebook group has been active for slightly over a year, and it already boasts over 4,300 members, so she is clearly meeting a need in our community. Congratulations, Tiffany.
It is my honor to give the Most Involved Award this evening. Every year we award a student who has excelled not only in the classroom, but in extracurricular activities and events as well. This award is given by our student life and engagement team, not only on participation, based on participation in our events, but in the numerous contributions that the student has made to the LFCC community. This year, we are recognizing Lucy Barahana as our most involved student at the Fauquier campus. Lucy served as a senator in the college-wide Student Government Association and co-led one of our stressless events hosted by the SGA. She attended every single virtual trivia challenge Challenge and Movie Bingo Play Along and took home the prize for 2 of them. She was almost always the first to sign up for the numerous guest speakers, performers, and entertainers that we hosted virtually this year. Chris Lambert, our campus life and student engagement specialist, commented that seeing Lucy's name pop up in our virtual events, especially the ones that we don't require signups, is sometimes the highlight of my day. I know that Lucy truly cares about what LFCC is doing, and she wants to take everything in. This is why I do what I do for students like Lucy. This past spring break, she and 8 other students participated in our first ever virtual alternative spring break, where they worked with students in Japan on their English skills. This summer, she will also participate in our first ever LFCC Survivor Challenge with 4 other students representing the Fauquier tribe. Congratulations, Lucy, and thank you for being such an active member of our LFCC community.
Well, folks, we're up on the hour, and so it's time to close our ceremony tonight. I want to thank you all. I'm Dr. Chris Coop, Provost at the Fauquier campus, and what a year it's been. I want to thank you all for attending tonight and participating in this ceremony. I thank Morgan again. Morgan, your message was beautiful and inspiring, and I really appreciate it. I also want to thank you for everything that you're doing for the college as well. Folks, congratulations to all our awardees this evening. Take care, stay healthy, and have a wonderful evening. Good night.